Hi team, welcome to a special edition of the TeamCPNZ Quick Connect podcast, episode 20. We've got Camille French that we're going to talk to, elite New Zealand marathon runner, represented New Zealand at the recent Paris Olympics. Fantastic person to chat to. We're going to have learn some stuff from Camille. So this all happened. I managed to catch up with her during the week on Tuesday as part of the Frontrunner Run Club that was hosting Camille, and New Balance brought her down along with 200 people come along for the Run Club in Christchurch. Team CP is fortunate enough to be involved and work with Oscar to sort of put on the Run Club. So really cool to be down there and part of that. And we went for a run. And after this, we had a chat to Camille, and this is what she had to say. Here at the Frontrunner Run Club with Camille French, who we've just finished a bit of a run. What do we got there?
30-something minutes, 7K.
7K, good stuff. And you're down here as a representative of New Balance. You ran the marathon. You've run the marathon in Paris and also in Tokyo as well. Tell us about sort of what you've been up to since Paris for a start.
I had a little break after Paris, and I'm just getting back into running at the moment, which has been really good. Nice. So it's been fun to get down here and just kind of enjoy it, without the pressure of fitting in and around full-time training. Yep. So it's been good. Yeah.
Good stuff. So how has it been with the front runner? Oscar and the crew have been looking after you for the day and have had a few yarns and joining in the run club as well. How's that been?
It's been really fun. Yep. We did a little podcast, did some a little Q&A. We've got a run, which we just had, and I think we've got some fried chicken coming up. So
I think that's where the queue is behind us here.
Everyone came down maybe to see me, but I think actually they came down to get some fried chicken.
There was an out and back run. I can see actually some people sort of trying to get their distance up down here as well before the fried chicken. But there was word of, we need to pick up the pace on the way home to get in the line for the fried chicken.
Oh, okay, I kind of missed that. And now I'm going to be at the back of the line.
I'm sure you got a VIP top on. Excuse me. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah. So let's just jump back a step. So tell us about that Paris Marathon in terms of the course and the environment and the vibe of sort of being part of the Olympics. What was that like for you?
The course was amazing. It was really hard, but it was such an amazing, you're literally in the middle of Paris with the most amazing sights and palaces, and there's a million people cheering for you on the side, from the sidelines. It just was one of the most incredible experiences of my life, for sure. Yeah. And then my daughter was at the finish line with my husband, cheering right at the finish line as I crossed. And so, it honestly doesn't get any better.
Yeah, so good. How did you go in terms of training on that beforehand, but leading up to the race? Obviously, that's a big part of it because it was probably one of the best marathons to watch. It must have been pretty tough to do.
It was really hard. I did as much hill work as I could back in New Zealand, and as much heat prep and on treadmill, indoor trainers and treadmills and stuff. And then when I got over there for a few weeks beforehand, heat prep. But yeah, just had to make the best of the situation. But yeah, the race itself, obviously really hilly, really hot, really hard. But a tough course, but still cool.
And the environment was amazing. How do you feel about your performance? Because as an elite athlete, you've got some standards. You want to hit these times and do this sort of particular number and placing and things. How do you feel that went for you?
Yeah, I had to kind of change my goal kind of during the race, I guess. I kind of wanted to finish higher up, but then I got to about 25K, and I was pretty just feeling really kind of drained energy-wise, and so I just kind of had to pull back and focus on just getting to the finish line. So it was it was probably not, obviously it would be great to have another opportunity. It was only my third marathon. The first one I'd only done about 6 or 7 months beforehand. Wow. So I feel like I've got a lot of learning to do in the event, and just around fueling before, the week before, things like that. So I'm hoping I can kind of make some changes to do better. It depends how we go, but maybe LA.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah. So just quickly, you're also a mum too. You've got a 2-year-old. How has that been for you in terms of your running and your running career and balancing life? And like Oscar here as well, he does an amazing job with family. How do you find it? And you're at the top echelon of the world.
It's pretty tough, but really rewarding. So I think I just feel really grateful that I'm able to continue my running, my training, travel. We got to take Sienna overseas to Valencia when she was just 1.5, and I qualified for the Olympics. So that was amazing. And then she came to about to Paris with us. So there's like so many things along the way that are like so rewarding that like the day to day, it's like, it can be tough, but it just feels so exciting. Like we could tell her like, we're going to go to Paris, and she's like, I want to go to Paris, and she's like saying it and she's so excited. And we taught her heaps of French words, and so she could say so many French words before we left, and even when we were over there. So it's like, yeah, it's definitely a juggling act, but there's so much like excitement and kind of give back that you get from being a mom. And so it kind of, I don't know, I honestly kind of, it's really cool.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So what's next for Camille? What are you up to now? Obviously, like Olympics, you can't sort of think about that. It's probably too far away. What are you up to in the next few while?
Yeah, obviously, definitely would love to like set LA as like a future goal. But again, it's 4 years away. Like, and so it's just like between now and then, how does that look? And we don't we sort of sat down as a family and trying to just like decide like when my next marathon is, like how that looks. I want to run the New Zealand record. I'm number 2 all time. So it's like, what race, like when kind of does that fit in the scheme of things? And so just like kind of making a plan.
Good stuff. Big stuff. Exciting things to sort of look forward to. So one tip for someone that's lining up for their Auckland or Queenstown Marathon the next little bit, what would you give somebody that's sort of about to stand on the start line to run their marathon?
Definitely break the race up into sections for sure. Like it's a long way, but like you can't think like, oh my gosh, I've got 20k to go, I've got 30k to go. It's like just get to the next drink station or get to the next like point and just like focus on the current like block you're in and just tick them off, because like they do, like it does go by, but it does sometimes if you think too long term, it can be quite daunting. And just like going through tough patches, like you often will go through a tough patch but then come out of it and feel quite good for a few K. So just like riding the wave and knowing that like there is the end in sight.
And it will come, the ups will come, the downs will come, but the ups will be back as well.
100%.
So good, that's awesome. Well, I have seen some chicken walk past me, so we better go and get amongst that. Thank you so much for your time.
Cool, thanks. Bye.
And just like that, so make sure you check out Oscar's podcast. He did a full chat with Camille during the week. So Oscar and Catherine Camp sat down for about an hour or so and had a sort of full breakdown with Camille and of how she does stuff, what her background is, what her goals for the future are. So lots of stuff to learn from that. So go and check out the Frontrunner podcast that's coming out, I think, in the next few days, most probably. So, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll look forward to catching up with you soon. Cheers, team. Over and out.